So last week I had about a 36-hour stint in the hospital due to having high blood pressure issues that just weren't controlled. There's a point to this story. Wait for it. This is not a totally selfish video. Despite being on medication, it went into the 200s. Everyone was freaking out. My doctor sent me to the hospital, and because I went for a normal visit, then she sent me to the ER, and then the ER admitted me. It was a not fun 36 or so hours, right? My blood pressure went up to like 200 and something over like 106. It was scary. So I did a CT scan, MRI, all that jazz, right? They tried different medication over all that time. They really couldn't get me down enough, but because the MRI and the CT scan were fairly normal, it was just like, let's get you to a certain level, then we're going to send you home and go see your doctor. Got it. So I get to the doctor on Monday. I pop in because I don't feel right. She takes my blood pressure and she's like, let's try you on one of those meds that they did at the hospital. And then since you already have an appointment for Thursday, we'll see how it is. So Tuesday, I take the med. And all of a sudden, I felt weird AF. So weird that this is a text that I sent my friends because I felt dissociated from my body. I couldn't feel my skin. I couldn't feel my limbs. I felt really weird. I almost fell like in the kitchen because like all of a sudden things just felt blank was the best way I could describe it. Laid down for a little bit. A couple hours later, I got up and I was feeling fairly okay. Next day, I take the medicine. I feel something similar. I go sit down. I get some work done. And then a couple hours later, I'm feeling okay. And I didn't stress it because I knew I had an appointment today. And I went to my doctor's today. This is where the point's coming in. I went to my doctor today and I spoke to her about it. I was like, I felt really weird. I felt like I wasn't here. And that's when she used the word dissociating. And I was exactly like, I did not feel me. I didn't feel like me, you know? And she goes, that's really normal. And here's why. Because you're finally at normal. My brain just said, hey girl, we're getting ready to cry. And I'm like, listen, brain, not today. I'm always crying on damn video. Not today. She said that you have been operating at such a high blood pressure for the last 15 years that your body forgot what normal felt like. Your body had normalized not being okay. Because y'all, when my blood pressure was up at 200, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any different. I didn't feel any different than I normally did because I had normalized not being okay. It's not about that erroneous statement that Black people have a higher threshold of pain than anybody else. It's because we normalized not being okay. We normalized having to work twice as hard. We normalized having to tell our children how to behave with the police. We normalized having to be angry all the time, yet smile and swallow our spirit so that we don't make white people at work or white people in public uncomfortable enough so that they don't cause us harm. And society has normalized not caring about their neighbor. Society has normalized chasing money to placate the pain. The online entrepreneurship community has normalized putting profit over people, conversions over community, detachment over connection. Again, as a society, we have normalized being at such a high state of stress that we are just about all mentally unhealthy, either taking depression pills or anxiety pills or some other kind of self medication just to get through the work week. That if anyone has any moment of downtime, any moment of feeling what it is to be human, just to appreciate life. We don't know what to do with ourselves. We don't know how to sit down. We don't know how to be by ourselves. It's why people were throwing tantrums during COVID to go get their hair cut, because I guess they needed the connection from their barber or their stylist. The health of this nation has been running on low for a very, very long time. We had the medication of a Civil Rights Act movement, the medication of a Roe versus Wade. We had a medication of school integration. We thought that we were running at normal, but underneath the surface was still all this hate thrumming through our families. Around the dinner table, at Thanksgiving, in the memes, in the jokes, in the things that we shared, all still reverberated with that same hate that our families have carried for generations. Whether it's against gay people, trans people, foreign people, whatever it is, the hate got to live as our normal. We, during the pandemic, even normalized having 2 or 3 jobs, normalized being a slave to a keyboard just because we worked at home, because it finally allowed us to be able to pay our bills and put food on the table without stressing where either form of payment for those things would come from. We normalized it so much. The overwork, the overwhelm, the stress, that a woman died at her desk and it took 4 days for anyone to notice she was there. What happens when we get to run at such an unhealthy level for so long? We normalize it, but it will cost. It has cost our families. It has cost our marriages and our relationships. It has cost our friendships, and it has cost our true health. We have been robbed of the time that was gifted to us to be here because we have normalized being corporate slaves. We have normalized being under the thumb of oligarchs because they got to control the message. Well, America, it's time to see the doctor. It's time to stop fighting against the changes that are being prescribed because we want to resist them. The truth is, we can't use religion as our pill. We can't use tradition as our pills. We can't use our own misery as the baseline for how society should continue to run. America, we're sick. We need a new prescription of rest and relaxation, of conversation and community, of real education and exercise. We have to change our diet from division and fear to acceptance and understanding. Don't get it twisted. This ain't a kumbaya type of message. We have been seeing the wrong doctors who have been prescribing the wrong medicine. But let me tell you something. We're going to have to fight for the correct prescription. We're going to have to fight for, and we're going to have to advocate for ourselves. I resisted changing my medication. It's time you stop resisting changing yours.